What are the global business mobility routes? My name is Keelin Claffey and I am a solicitor at Latitude Law, here to talk about what the global business mobility routes are and how they could benefit your business. The UK introduced the global business mobility routes in April of 2022. These routes were part of the UK's new points-based immigration system designed to make it easier for international businesses to send their employees to the UK on temporary work assignments. The GBM routes replaced and consolidated several previous visa categories, aiming to streamline the process for overseas businesses and their workers. The Global Business Mobility Immigration Route contains one worker route and 4 temporary worker routes. The first of these, and probably the most common, is known as the Senior or Specialist Worker Visa. This was formerly referred to as the Intra-Company Transfer Visa. And this route is specifically for overseas workers who are undertaking temporary work assignments in the UK, where they are either a senior manager or a specialist employee, and they are being assigned to the UK to a business that is linked to their overseas employer. This route is considered a worker route, but it does not lead to settlement in the UK after a 5-year period, meaning that individuals residing in the UK on this visa will either need to leave the UK or switch into another immigration route once they have exhausted this visa. The next route is known as the Graduate Trainee Route and was formerly referred to as the Intra-Company Graduate Trainee Visa. And this is specifically for overseas employees who are undertaking temporary work assignments in the UK, where they are on a graduate training program leading to a senior management or specialist position overseas, and they are required to do a work placement in the UK. The third GBM route is known as the UK Expansion Worker Route, and this replaced the previous and very popular sole representative of an overseas business visa. This route is specifically for overseas workers who are being temporarily assigned to the UK to undertake work related to a business's expansion to the UK. The way that this differs significantly from the sole representative of an overseas business visa route in that a business can now send up to 5 employees at one time to the UK to get a new branch or subsidiary open to the UK, whereas previously with a sole representative you were limited to just 1 employee. The UK Expansion Worker Route can only be assigned initially for 12 months, so an employee can only be granted leave to enter for 12 months initially, and that can be extended for a further 12 months, leading to a maximum of 2 years on this route. The fourth immigration route on the Global Business Mobility Route is the Service Supplier Visa, which is for either a contractual service supplier employed by an overseas service provider or a self-employed independent professional based overseas that needs to undertake an assignment in the UK to provide services covered by one of the UK's international trade agreements. And finally, we have the Secondment Worker Visa, which is for overseas employees who are undertaking temporary work assignments in the UK, where they are being seconded to the UK as part of a high-value contract or investment by their employer overseas. The purpose of the Global Business Mobility Routes was implemented to support the UK's post-Brexit immigration goals and enhance the ease of bringing in skilled workers from around the world. If you have questions about any of the 5 visas under the Global Business Mobility Routes, please contact Latitude Law to see how we can help.